So that Golden State game, bro, what the hell happened?
First of all, they're in
How are they
danger.
choking this fucking bad, dude?
I'm telling you right now, dude. I'm telling you right now, they could easily lose Game 7.
They could
They have
definitely lose
baby
it.
Jokic with his ass sticking out.
Bro,
Fucking dude looks like he should be a mechanic at a dealership, but he happens to be 6'8". So he does. So he's playing basketball. I mean, who names their kid Alfred Sengun?
bro.
It's
Okay,
actually kind of a
Alfred
cool
is
name.
kind
Kind of
of
a
cool,
cool
yeah,
name, yeah.
because it's Alfie. Alfie is Alfred.
But dude, okay. Well, I wasn't really watching this series that closely in the first 4 games. Once it was up 3, once the Warriors got up 3-1, I was like, "Oh, it's over." And then we started watching because I wanted to watch them close out, and then like they got dominated 2 games in a row. Fred VanVleet, fucking Sengun, Jalen, like they all just look really good chemistry and playing really well. And I'm like, oh my god, like are the Warriors about to choke a 3-1 lead, which has only happened 13 times around 13 times in the history of the NBA.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy that a 3-1 lead is like impossible to come back from? It's like the mental game,
Yeah. It
Because
is.
because when you're going to the game 5, 6, and 7, you're going from you're going back and forth, right? So they've been going from Houston to Golden State. Every game they've been going back and forth. They only get
Yeah.
one game. They only get one day in between for travel. But how far is Houston? Houston's not that far from Golden State, right? But
Well, Sacramento. So, I mean,
they
it's
play
quite.
in San Fran.
It's
They play
a
in
bit of a fight. They're playing Game 7 in San Fran.
Houston.
Oh.
That's another reason I'm like, oh shit.
Oof. And then their defense has been lockdown defense. I think they could very easily win this. I don't know. Steph has just been playing hero ball, like just chalking up these ugly ass threes that are like double teamed, which I totally get. But like, I feel like in the first 2 other games, they were incorporating other players better, like Pomensky or whatever the fuck his name is.
Podziemski?
Pomeranian Pomensky.
Well, he hurt his thumb somehow. I don't know when he hurt it, but no, Curry.
I'm not talking about Curry.
And he has like a fucking thing on his thumb. And
like we know Curry can play. It's just like he needs help.
He's been struggling though. Curry's been struggling.
Curry's been struggling, but he needs help. Like when you hit a time of your career where you're struggling, you need those people around you to step the fuck up because you can't carry everybody all the time. It's impossible. You're human.
And that's why they brought Jimmy in, but he's also been kind of struggling as well. And other than those two, like you're not going to rely on Draymond for any sort of offense. Like the rest of the role players are more defensive minded, like Gary Payton. Podziemski's kind of been that number 3 option, but normally they can rely on Curry and Butler to kind of carry the offense, right?
Yeah.
But Houston has one of the best defenses in the league, and it's showing right now. Like they're just doing a great job on. Well, they played a zone, and that's been making the Warriors struggle a little bit. But thanks, because I really we wanted a Warriors Lakers semifinal.
Yeah.
And
It
never
cool.
like every time like in football, basketball, baseball, like I want this to happen. It never happens. Like in football, like I want this team to play this team. I want the Lions to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. Something happens.
It never goes the way you want it to go.
That's why it's so hard to predict like brackets, like March Madness.
Really, really, really am hoping though that Golden State does win because I really, really am intrigued to see a Timberwolves Warriors fucking series. That's gonna be insane. The amount of trash talk between Jimmy Butler and Anthony Edwards and Draymond Green, like there's gonna be tags. There's definitely gonna be drama. Like it's gonna be cinema.
I showed you that clip last year. They asked like, "What do you want to do next year or something that you haven't done this year?" He's like, "Oh, I want to play the Warriors in the playoffs."
Yeah.
He was like, "I don't," or he was like, "It'll be fun because Draymond talks a lot of shit."
Oh.
And like, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it would be really interesting. I think it would be like. Everybody would love to see that.
Ant actually might be like, who is actually the best trash talker in the NBA? It might be Ant. Because he kind of does it while he has a smile on his face, and he's like
getting to you, like
he might have the most. Him and LeBron might have the most aura.
Like what the fuck are you laughing at? Like that shit would make me want to punch him. But that's what he does. He gets under your skin, and that's how he gets to you.
I'm gonna be honest though. I think the Minnesota would beat the Warriors.
I think so too.
The way the Warriors are playing right now, I don't see them beating the Minnesota. And Minnesota also has really good defense.
Yeah.
So that's the only series left from the first round. We can kind of do our second round predictions now. Like, who do you see winning in the Pacers-Cavs series?
Pacers, Cavs. I think Cavs would take that. I just think they got more size with the two guys, and they play really good defense. I think they're a bit underrated too, like overlooked. But I think Cavs would close that out.
The Cavs haven't proven themselves to go deep into the playoffs with this team. They have choked in the past in the last 3 years. I could see them choking again. Pacers don't under at all. You can't overlook the Pacers either, right? Like,
no,
they just beat Giannis, bro, in 5.
Yeah, but it's not just Giannis they beat. It's like a whole team.
Yeah.
And just that whole team, like, yes, they have Giannis and Dame, but their bench is not good. Doc Rivers, he always does the same shit. He goes to the playoffs, like, he can't get far enough, bro. He just can't. He's just not him. And
I think there's been rumors that Giannis is out, but just because of their whole situation, they don't have any leverage to get players in free agency, and they don't have like any picks this year, so they're kind of stuck in this situation where like, do they just play next year with Giannis and a bunch of like shitty players around him?
ugh.
I mean, Dame is most likely gonna miss like most of next year, so that also kind of makes everything worse.
Damn.
They kind of have to like get into that rebuild again, you know?
Yeah.
They can. I've been seeing on Snapchat like
They could get a haul
like
for
trade
Giannis.
like what's it called, like there's a trade proposals like would this work, and like just fans put up trade things, and it's like he could go to Houston, he could go to the Spurs. Those are kind of like the big rumors right now. Lakers. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
So you think the Cavs are gonna win that, and how many games?
I can see that going 7 games actually.
Easily.
Just because of how evenly matched they kind of are. I think if you look on paper, maybe Cavs have a little bit of like leverage just because of the two big guys they got, Mobley and Allen. I think that could, bring down the Pacers a little bit, but not a lot, just by a little bit. Because they still got, what's his name, Siakam. Pascal.
That's actually a pretty evenly matched series.
Yeah,
in my
I think
opinion.
it's really evenly matched, and I think they're both very similar teams. Like they're both like underrated as fuck, and like I think
I would be shocked if the Pacers won that series.
Me too, actually.
But I also wouldn't because I have not seen the Cavs in the conference finals since LeBron.
Yeah.
So.
All right, next one.
Knicks Celtics. You know that Tatum and Brunson played each other in high school.
Oh, they did.
I've seen highlights just now. Like they've been battling
How
it out
old
for
is
like
Brunson?
same age as Tatum, probably.
No,
27, 26.
Brunson looks like he's a 35-year-old dad.
No, he's not.
He looks old. I'm sorry, he's ugly.
I think they're actually like in their mid-20s.
He has like a bad hairline. Like
Tatum's only 25 or 26.
Tatum looks great, but what's his face? Brunson. Eek.
He didn't. He got drafted to the Mavericks. He played with Luka, right?
Who? Brunson. Oh, he did.
That was his first like 2 or 3 years was with the Mavericks.
I didn't know. And
like him and Luka played each other and played with each other, and then he got traded. But I'll let you finish your.
So the Mavs GM has been trading away their good stuff.
I don't think. I think it was a different GM. But
it's hereditary or whatever it's called.
I still can't believe that trade happened, bro.
I know. Knicks, Celtics easily.
Didn't they play each other last year too?
Celtics actually. No, I don't think easily, but Celtics in. I could either see it like in 5 or like in 7. I can see it going 7-2 actually.
Bro.
It's not gonna be in between. It's either gonna be all the way till 7 because it's gonna be back and forth, or it's gonna be in 5.
I can't wait to see the Celtics win in 5 or 6.
That'd be nice.
And the look on the Knicks players' faces, like just all the sad. Tears falling, the fucking just the depression kicking in. Like,
we're evil.
Because if you think about it, like Brunson is the offense on that team. And he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I don't like him personally, but like we go way back, right? But he's a good player, especially for the size. Like with how small he is, like he can like that one shot in the last series where he like was falling backwards, like halfway down. Somehow gravity reversed and he fucking stood back up. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, the one where he was
Like the
falling
reverse
back,
layup.
yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck did he stay up there?
Yeah, that was crazy.
But he's a good player.
Yeah.
But bro, you're gonna go from who they just play? They played the Pistons.
Yeah, they played good.
He had Dennis Schroeder and like Malik Beasley guarding him, and now he's gonna have Tatum, Drew Holiday, Jaylen Brown,
yeah,
Derek White.
Yeah.
I mean, the Celtics probably have the best perimeter defenders like in the league.
They probably have the
them and the Thunder.
Yeah,
but this is a different fucking beast, dude. Like Drew Holiday and Derek White, bro. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be able to do your fucking head flop with your fucking with your dreads flying. That's not gonna happen, dude.
For real.
But it's good because the two fan bases are very, very passionate.
Chirpy.
Like Boston and New York have two of like
They have beef. They're rivals. It's like San Diego, LA. It's just like it's a good rivalry.
That's an in-state rivalry, though. This is not an in-state rivalry.
No, this is not. But they're like right next to each other, Massachusetts and New York.
Well, so you got the Knicks, or you got the Celtics in 5?
5 or 7, one of those two.
Yeah. And then, so you got the Celtics going up against the Cavs, which is pretty typical. I think most people think that's going to be the conference finals.
Yeah.
I do like how I feel like the Celtics are getting a little bit more tested than they were last year.
Yeah.
They had the easiest path.
I think they're gonna get tested the most with the Knicks, though.
Or the Cavs if they make it that far.
Maybe, but I think the Knicks are gonna be the best test because of the fan base, the rivalry. They're both like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a good game.
I got Celtics too. I got Celtics in 6. Western Conference. We can't really do the Timberwolves. We don't know who they're gonna play yet. Because that game is tonight.
Nuggets Clippers.
Nuggets win in a Game 7 blowout.
Yeah.
You thought the Clippers were gonna win, actually.
I was like, I had a sneaky feeling. I was like, oh my god, I want the Nuggets to win, but I feel the Clippers are gonna win. But luckily they didn't. I was happy.
I'm interested to see like the Nuggets.
Just because of James Harden though, but it's crazy because I like Kawhi Leonard because he's a Padres fan.
Yeah.
He went to San Diego State, so
he's
like
so quiet. He's so like soft spoken. He's such a nice guy, you know.
It's funny because like there's this picture on Instagram of him at a Padres game, and it was like he was like smiling the biggest he's ever smiled before.
Really?
And they were like, oh, it looks like Kawhi is actually the happiest he's ever been.
Is he a big fan?
Yeah, he's a big fan. Yeah.
Of baseball or of the Padres?
No, the Padres. Isn't
it cool?
He came with Paul George when Paul George was playing for the Clippers.
It's kind of cool when like big athletes go to different sports games. Like when football players go to NBA game or NBA players go to a football game. Like it's kind of cool.
It is really nice.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see the Thunder get tested because they didn't get tested at all against who'd they play in the first round. They swept them. I'm blanking right now. You know more than me though.
The Thunder, who did they play?
Yeah, you know, 3, 2, 1.
Bro, I can't think.
Come on, you watch literally every single game of the playoffs.
Okay, well, let me think. You're yapping too much. God damn it.
Yappin. A Yappin podcast.
Why do you make that face? Let me think.
I can't believe you're blanking right now.
Who is it? You.
I'm blanking.
You're the guy.
I'm about to figure it out. It was the Grizzlies. Boom. So I want to see I want to see them lose a game and see how they come back from that, because they're a young team. They're probably like one of the favorites to win it all this year. But let's see what happens when Jokic goes for 40 and they lose. How do they respond to that? Also, what's their defense going to be on Jokic? Because you can double him. You can double him all you want. But the dude has vision like a hawk. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he does. His passing game is crazy.
Like, do you think that...
And
like, do you think who's the assignment going to be? It's not going. There's no way they put Chet on him, right?
Boy,
no way.
It's going to be Hartenstein.
He would eat up Chet, bro. He would eat him up.
It's
like
gonna
baked
be
lasagna.
Hartenstein, and then they're probably gonna double him. Like somebody's gonna probably like drop down. Like like, what is it, Dort or like maybe, what is this other guy, Williams maybe?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking for work.
Is this the time, Andrea? Is this the time?
Yeah.
Is this the time? All right. What does the schedule say?
That will be
What does the schedule say?
That's
No.
what it fucking says. Shit.
I think the Thunder are gonna win that series.
Yeah.
They're just loaded, bro. Like they're loaded, but I think they're gonna be tested. Basically, they're gonna lose. They're gonna win in 5. What do you think?
We'll see. It also depends like who's gonna be guarding Shea, because he draws like a lot of fouls. Like
I think
like a lot of fouls go in his favor is what I'm trying to say. Kind of like Brunson type of thing. Like, so I don't know how that will look. They will have to play very clean defense.
I think Christian Brown's gonna guard him.
You think so?
But it doesn't matter who's gonna guard him. He's gonna get his 30 every game.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I still think that OKC would probably win that game.
You think OKC win the series?
But I wouldn't be surprised if the Nuggets win either, just because of Jokic. He's just elite. It's crazy because it's like just a side quest for him. Like, this is just light work. Like, he's just having like he's like, fuck, I fucking hate my job. I want to go see my horses.
I mean, he's the only.
I want to go back to Serbia. Like, he doesn't want to fucking be here. He just does it probably for the money.
Yeah.
Which is funny. What the fuck?
He's like the only player that's like that. That's like. I mean, there's probably other players, but
they don't speak out on it.
Oh, I just want to go back to my horses.
Mm-hmm.
When can we have to go to the parade? I want to go to my horses. Dude, you have you're playing in one of the biggest sports in America. Like, this is pretty important, dude.
Yeah.
I understand you have horses. By the way, I was driving to work or home from work, and I seen a horse sleeping.
What?
You ever seen a horse like laying down?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Like, I thought they slept standing up. Bruh. There's some animals that do that though.
Really?
Yeah.
Like who?
Like zebras or giraffes or something.
Zebras. Sleep.
Giraffes,
Jaden.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a giraffe lay down before. That's
when?
a lie.
The zoo?
Yeah.
But anyways, my point is, have you ever seen a horse laying down?
Yeah.
Where?
At the zoo.
It was just interesting. They
didn't have horses at the zoo.
It was just interesting because I've never, it looked like a dead animal.
I've seen cows lay down. Kind of looks the same. Pretty big.
I don't know. It was just interesting. I would love to own a horse.
Really? You would?
I would. Yeah, I would. Go to work on a horse. That'd be pretty cool.
Go to work on a horse.
Yeah, like how would I even get there? Take the.
Boy, you can barely take care of a dog. You cannot take care of no horse.
And you could?
I didn't say I could. I didn't say I want a horse.
I've thought about moving to a farm.
The thing about having a horse is that it's like having a gigantic dog. Like, their shits are massive. You have to have a whole stable just so they can live in there. And like, you have to.
Hey, shut up! We're doing a podcast.
You have to.
Hey, we're doing a podcast. No, just. I don't want to edit. Give us commentary. What are you doing, Leo? Fuck me. Fuck me. Well.
He ran under the bed. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Dude's a psychopath. I seen him running around the house with a grocery bag on his head. First of all, he was obviously trying to eat the crickets. He loves looking at crickets and playing with them. And I was so scared. I was like, if they get out, like, we're fucked. And we have 2 animals that can do cleanup crew, but you have to look under the bed, and they're so hard to catch because they bounce and hop. When I
took the cat outside, there was a fly flying around him, like, zzz, and he was like, and he actually caught the fly and ate it.
No.
Yes. He went.
And that's funny.
And then he ate it. And then he was like this. You know how he shakes, like all funny and shit?
Fuck.
Yeah. What were we talking about though? Oh, horses.
Would you live on a farm?
Bro, he's starting again.
Just ignore him. Would you live on a farm?
Yeah. If like, I don't know, maybe if I was like, I would have to have a certain type of job because like, living on the farm would be a job. So like, I don't know how I would make income. Like,
Oh, you make income
just
on the crops and the animals.
oh, then yeah, I would
I don't
be
know,
a
like,
farmer.
I work in the country areas now, so I'm like I go through a lot of farms and shit, and like we have pretty calm and peaceful life.
Yeah.
And there's farms that are close to the city.
I was gonna say there's a farm like right off the interstate, and there's like goats and stuff.
Yeah.
Like that would be the ideal place to live, like close to the city, like
You know what's
just like on a big piece of land, pretty much. What?
some fucking haunted shit happens, and like you're on a farm, so there's like nowhere to go.
Oh
There's
fuck
no
that.
people around. Like
Yeah, fuck that.
you look out the window and the swing is
And there's like a lady standing there like
the,
this. Fuck that.
the swing is swinging somehow.
I think I've seen a movie like that.
There's no wind. Yeah, it's The Conjuring.
Is it?
Um,
Oh shit, fuck that.
Why is a lady with her hair down scary?
I don't know. It's
Is
always
it because
like,
you can't see the face?
yeah, and it's always like they're wearing like this like wedding dress, and it's like old as hell. And, like,
Underneath their hair, they're like this.
they're just creepy, and it's always like they're running at you.
Yeah.
Wah! Like, why are you so angry, bro?
But the scary movies are so dumb because, like, if in reality, if you're in a situation like that, like, I feel like you just like they don't do anything that they don't make the smart moves like punch them, like they just run to the worst spots. They trap themselves in the corner for some reason. Oh, there's a gun. They run right past it. It's like they
hear a noise in the basement. They go investigate, and they get
Yeah.
locked in there. Like fuck that.
No, they step down. The door somehow shuts behind them.
Bro, it's always
then
the
it-
fucking basement.
And then they hear the lock go like ching.
yeah,
And they're like, oh shit. Oh, I forgot my flashlight.
And all they have is like a little
yeah.
lighter with a little bit of light, so they're just like in the pitch dark. And
I
they're
will
like,
say, as a kid, bro, I was scared of the basement because of that reason.
yeah, that shit is scary.
Like we had basements growing up in my grandma's basement, and like she would freak me out. I would be so paranoid. I would like, would you like? You had a basement, right?
Yeah.
Would you like run upstairs like super fast? 'Cause you didn't want to go slow, so that
Yeah.
the monster would get you from the behind.
Yeah.
I'd be like running with my head turned, looking like behind me, making sure there was no one there.
Yeah, because when my parents first moved here, the house that they moved into, the basement was not a finished basement, so it was like really creepy down there. Like a bunch of spiders, like there was nothing down there. Like it was just dark.
Because that's
Like,
where the
it's
demons and the
creepy.
monsters live. They live in the basement.
And like, yeah, exactly. And like we'd go down there. Oh my gosh, me and my friends would do like a. So I had a Nintendo DS. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I had one.
And we would go down there and we would pretend we were ghost hunters, okay? And we would ask into the basement, is anyone here? And then we would pretend and write like voice memos on the DS. So that like we were like, oh my god, I caught something. Let's go investigate over here. Like we were like, our imagination was so like wild. Like we would just come up
Yeah.
with random ass shit to do.
Do you think they're real?
Ghosts? I believe in spirits. Maybe not necessarily ghosts, but
too.
spirits.
Me too.
And I don't believe that all of them are bad. And I don't believe that they have the power to throw stuff across rooms or anything like that.
Did you have anything happen when you were a kid?
Paranormal? No.
Like
To me personally,
like the
no.
door shut without no one being there. You heard a noise in the bathroom.
I mean, I would hear stuff, but I think part of it was just maybe like my imagination or something would fall, and I'd be like, "What the fuck? How did that fall?" But it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just your head.
I had a thing happen, which, like a month ago, where the bathroom door, like Leo went in there, right, and then the door like slammed shut behind him. And it was like it wasn't like it was a strong shot. It wasn't like, oh, that was Leo. Like it was like, you know.
Mhm.
I just was like, fuck it. I think that was Leo. Like he somehow became strong enough to slam the door, but it was a little weird. But you know when the windows are open, the door shut faster, just from like the air or something.
Oh yeah, all the air flowing in. Yeah.
Bro, I used to my old house. The door was so, like when I had the window open, it would like slam so hard the fucking whole house would shake.
Oh yeah, that's what happened to us too in the garage.
So
My mom would get so pissed. She'd be like, "Stop slamming the door." I'm sorry, Mom. It was the wind.
yeah, blame it on the wind, Andrea.
Yeah, for real.
She would get pretty pissed.
Yeah. My mom was she's like, I wouldn't say she was like strict, but she also wasn't like chill.
What was like the scariest moment ever with your mom? Where you were like, dude, this is bad.
Like, what do you mean bad?
Like she hate you or something.
Oh.
We don't need to talk about that.
I don't think I've never been
I don't want to talk.
I don't think I've ever been in a point where I'm like, oh my God, like, this is bad. My mom is bad. Like, no, I've never had that thought. I guess I never also was one to really get in trouble. I was pretty much like the good child. Like,
I'm gonna ask her that.
The only time that I remember getting like fucking hit bad was one time we were getting ready for softball and I could not find my fucking pants to save my life. And we were running late already. She comes into the room. She's pregnant. She's hot. We're running late. Tensions are high.
Tensions are high.
And she's like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, I can't find them. She's like, what do you mean you can't fucking find them? You were here all day. Like, it was summer vacation, you know? You were here all day. How did you not find them? I don't know. I'm looking. Excuse me. So then I'm like looking. And then just because tensions are high, I'm like, I didn't say fucking. I said, I hate softball. And then
that was the trigger?
Like, and she's like, oh no. And then she got the hanger and she started just smacked me, real quick. And then she was like, find your pants now. We need to leave now. And then I was like, oh shit, okay. So then
I've never been hit with a hanger. How does it feel?
Like you, I don't know.
Because like a hanger is kind of a weird thing to hit someone with.
Yeah,
it's like a weird shape. Like there's a pointy part, and then it's like just.
It was like with the side.
It wasn't the metal one. It was the plastic one. No,
it was
right?
a plastic one.
A metal one.
It's just like smacks. Like it just feels like smacks. I don't know. It doesn't.
Will she
feel
do
like
a sandal a lot?
I never.
Or
other
a
than
book,
that,
magazine.
No, other than that, I never got hit before.
That was the only
kid.
time.
That was the only time.
She just something like clicked in her mind where she was like, "This is like I'm mad. I'm gonna hit her."
I think, like I said, it was hot. It was summer. She got off work, running late already. I'm like going crazy looking for these fucking pants. She's mad.
Meanwhile, the pants were on your legs.
Bro, I think the pants had fallen behind the drawer. Like, they were right there.
I imagine they were just, like, on your legs. You'd be even more pissed. Like, they're on your fucking legs, Andrea. Come here. Let me get you some more fucking hands. Boom, boom, boom.
No, the craziest thing, though, that I witnessed was my brother. He was crazy, bro. Like, he would get smacked, like, spanked, and he would start laughing, bro. He'd be like...
My sister does that.
Like, he would look like a psychopath. Like, he was crazy. Like, he was, like, looking at my mom and my dad, like, crazy. And then I was like... Oh. And then my mom would be like, look, he's laughing. And my dad would get more mad. Yeah. And then he'd be like, go to your room now before I take everything away. Yeah. It was funny.
Growing up was different than how kids grow up now, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Kids are never ever again gonna, like, I guess everyone says it though. Like, our parents say, like, my dad thought that I wasn't outside enough,
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, I'm fucking in the summertime. Every day I was outside for 5 hours, and he's like, dude, back in my day, my mom would have to beg us to come inside to eat dinner. And I'm like.
That's funny.
What are you talking about?
Parents say that, huh?
But nowadays it's even worse.
Dude, they act like they went hiking for like 10 miles all fucking day. Like they had to prepare a voyage backpack and they went across the country. Like, Boy, you were just down at the gas station hanging out with your boys. Like, don't act like you went all around the fucking state.
Yeah. He just
no,
wanted.
my parents were the same. Like, when I was little, we would go and do that.
But let's be honest, we're gonna be the same way if we have kids.
Probably, yeah.
Like, it's just, but it's true. Like, every generation, it grows up different.
Yeah.
Like, our generation was like phones and internet started to come out, but our parents' generation, that was not a thing.
Yeah.
So like we were kind of in the middle, right, of like technology, internet, and not at all.
Yeah.
We were like, because I think iPhones started coming out when we were like middle school, like elementary, kind of around there. But like they weren't like advanced like they are now.
Yeah.
Now you can literally travel the world with just your phone. You can have your fucking credit cards on there now. Maybe not passport, but you can basically do anything with your phone now and a charger. Mm-hmm. You don't need a backpack full of gear like our parents did when they went to the fucking gas station. They had to get their backpack ready.
You could get DoorDash fucking water in the middle of the fucking jungle.
Oh my god!
With your Starlink.
Like imagine going back in time to when we were kids, or like our parents, like when they were kids, and telling them like the amount of shit you can do now with the phone.
What was like your favorite things to do when you were young?
You can DoorDash. We would have been like, what is DoorDash?
Yeah.
They deliver. Oh, what was your question though?
What was like some of the funnest things that you would do hanging out with your friends when you were younger?
So my friends are the neighborhood kids.
Neighborhood kids.
Neighborhood kids. I was the oldest one.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't like an 18-year-old playing with 10-year-olds. It wasn't like that, but I was like, you know, anywhere from 12 to probably stopped playing outside around 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
But everyone was like a couple of years younger, right? Or like a year or two younger. I played a lot of basketball because we had a basketball hoop in our driveway. Just playing in the backyard. We had a swing. Our backyard was pretty big, actually. It was a duplex, but it was pretty big. Like, it went deep back there and like trees and shit. And then our neighbor, this house was fucking huge. Huge house and like huge backyard. I mean, probably like an acre. Like, it was huge.
Wow.
Like, which is crazy because on the south side, you don't think backyard, but it was a fucking huge backyard. Wow. They had a dog, a boxer.
Ooh.
You know those dogs?
Yeah.
So he would just like sprint around the entire backyard,
Oh.
But we all had bikes. We'd go to the park, go to the gas station. You know, we didn't have phones or anything. We no technology, so you have to use your imagination. But those are some of my favorite times, you know, in the summertime, just like going out and just, there would be like 3, 4, 5 of us. Yeah. We would play dodgeball in the backyard.
Oh, that's fun.
Just play games with like soccer and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Frisbee, just like, those are some of my favorite things, but, yeah, like I said, like, it's just not like that anymore today. Some kids are, but what was your favorite shit to do?
I remember when I was like moved into the neighborhood, like I was the only girl. Like I've always been surrounded by boys. Cousins, uncles, friends.
Were you like fucking not pissed, but like were you like annoyed?
It was just kind of like it felt like, man, it might be harder to like connect, you know? Like I always thought like, man, why is there no girls? Like,
it's kind of crazy how the amount of men in your family.
Yeah. And so like at first I was just like, man, like that sucks, you know, but like soon after, like we became friends. First it was like, cuz our neighborhood was a growing neighborhood, so like it was like a very new neighborhood. So there wasn't a lot of houses around us at first, but like over the years more and more people started moving in, more houses started getting built. Yeah. So first it was like these 2 boys that I would play with down the street. They were younger than me, but like they were like super into like nature, like hunting, bow and arrows, BB guns, like just like total boys, you know?
Hunting?
Yeah, like animals, snakes.
Like they actually hunted with their dad?
Well, Stevie did with his dad, but I never hunted with them. Like that was just like their thing that they like to do. And so like some of the things that we would do, like play with, I guess, we would go in there. So there was like this big patch of woods right behind our houses before. So behind my house is a yard, and then behind my yard was like a big forest. But a lot of it got knocked down, and now it's a neighborhood. But before I met you, it was a big forest.
Dude, when you're a kid, a forest is like a jungle gym.
Yeah.
Like it's like it feels like you're in like
You're in the Amazon or something.
yeah. It's like it just seems so fun. Like let's go in the forest.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's just bring a couple sticks with us in case we get into a fight with a bear.
Literally.
And then we'll just run. Like let's go do it.
Literally. And so like we would go in there and like we would build forts, and like this kid, Stevie, his dad was like, he would do anything for that kid. Like he'd give him BB guns, he'd give him like he would build him old sheds in the woods so that it was our forts. Yeah. So we had like 5 different forts in the woods. Damn. Like he had big haystacks, and like we would go on top of his deck and like shoot bow and arrows for fun. Like he had a table full of like BB guns. Like it was really cool. Like his dad would buy him everything. Like he had like go-karts, he had a dirt bike, like he had everything. But then
only child.
Yeah, no, he had a sister, but she was disabled, you know. So pretty much she wasn't really like. She was just always with the mom. The mom was always taking care of her. So pretty much it was like he was the only child. Then this new kid came into the neighborhood, and we became really good friends. He had a sister, so I was really excited about that. And then I kind of shifted like my friend group, because those Stevie and Billy did not get along with Anthony and Leah. And so I kind of started hanging out more with Anthony and Leah than Stevie and Billy. And then I just kind of grew with them. We would ride bikes, play hella soccer. We would, what else would we do? Skateboard. Yeah. We went through skateboarding phase, like basketball. Yeah. Oh my God, just so much stuff.
I kind of, do you ever miss that time?
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like you take it for like you don't realize like you don't like when you're a kid you're just like you want to be an adult and have that freedom, but you don't realize that like you don't when you're an adult you don't get to you don't have that imagination, you know, to just go outside for hours and have fun and have a blast, you know. Like not that shit's not as fun as an adult. Like going outside and playing with sticks and dodgeball
for
and
real.
shit. I mean, some shit's still fun like basketball and dodgeball, but
yeah. I just remember one time my brother, he was like very little, like he was a baby, and he was still learning like potty training, you know. And I just remember one time we were sitting in Anthony's front yard. It was all 3 or 4 of us, me, my brother, Leah, and him. We were just talking. His skateboard was like on the floor, and Alex like he just had to go to the bathroom, so he started peeing on his skateboard.
And on the skateboard?
Yeah, and then he's like, Andrea, your brother's peeing on my skateboard. So then I just grab him, and I am taking him home, but he's still peeing. It was the funniest shit ever.
Fucking Alex.
Oh, I know. He's hilarious.
I remember one time I got stuck in a tree. My dad had to come home from work and help me get out. Yeah. I remember one time I tried making a fire and my parents got real mad. I was like rubbing sticks together and like
they actually thought that was gonna work.
My sister snitched because that was my thing with Maddie. She was the snitch of the family, you know. Maddie. Like she would
I expected better from
she would just immediately call one of them if I would do something wrong, you know. I'm like, come on. I mean, nothing too crazy happened, you know. Just being a kid is being a kid, you know. But like I said, like nowadays it's all social media. It's all on the phone. You know, they're not gonna have that. Do you think that's like a bad thing?
No social media?
No. The kids now, they don't. Get down, Luca. We're doing a pod. They don't have. They don't get to be outside and just have fun. I mean, they can, but it's not the same, you know.
Yeah, I don't know why that stopped. Like, I don't know why. Even though there's technology and stuff, I don't know why that stopped. I will say, like, here in this neighborhood, I feel like I see a lot of kids out and about playing and riding their bikes and scooters and shit. So.
That's true. It's still around.
I think it also depends, like, what neighborhood you live in and, like, who's around. Because, like, if you're the oldest one and then, like, the next tier is, like, 5-year-olds, like, You know what I mean? It's not gonna be fun for you.
Yeah.
They kind of have to be around your age group.
Yeah.
Cause then you would like the same things.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I just remember playing basketball and soccer. Soccer was fun.
Really?
Yes. I miss it.
Yeah, it was...
Basketball was fun too, but soccer just would hit different. I don't know why.
So there was probably like 7 of us in the neighborhood, and we were all neighbors, right?
Uh-huh.
So the other side of our duplex, when we first moved there, it was like a boy and a girl, and they moved, and then a new family moved in with 3 kids. They ended up giving us fucking bed bugs. That's what the people said that when they came to fix the problem.
Oh.
They said it came from them. That's one of the worst experiences of my life. If you never want to have bed bugs, bro.
Oh yeah.
I mean, anytime your sleep is affected, it's like ruins your whole life.
Oh yeah.
Because without good sleep, everything else declines.
Yeah.
You're not good at your job anymore. Your relationships are dwindling. You know, that's why sleep is important. Have you ever? I mean, yeah, but so yeah, it was 3 of them, me and Maddie, and then 2, a girl, a brother, and a sister. So it was like 3 girls and 3 boys. It was a good mix.
Oh, that's cool.
But I was the oldest one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me and Maddie were like the oldest ones. Not by a lot, like I said, but it wasn't like weird that we were hanging out with like people 6 years younger.
Yeah.
They were not that young, but
yeah. That's good. Is that it? I don't really have anything.
Andrea, you're bad at that, bro. You're bad at the awkward silence, dude. You got nothing on your mind. There's all this to talk. We have so much. There's so much in life. Conspiracy, sports, culture, music, anything.
I mean, I feel like sometimes like some of the things I like, you don't really like. Like
you know what? Let's
put
put that to the test. Let's put that to the test, Andrea. What is something that you think that you would like that I don't like?
Fashion.
Oh my God! Let me tell you about these new Louis Vuitton drops, bro. So they dropped.
I don't care for Louis Vuitton. That's the thing. You think I care about that, but I don't. I don't care.
Isn't that fashion?
I don't care about designer.
Okay. Did you see the new Skechers that dropped? There's no laces. It's a new technology. It's a suction cup for the Velcro, right? So you suction cup the Velcro to the shoe, and then it's also a slip on, right?
No.
So you don't even have to touch the shoe. Look at my foot. Look at my foot. You go like this. Scoop it under in. Dude, you said you want to talk about fashion. I'm talking about fashion. What kind of fashion are you talking about?
Not that.
All right, let's see what you're talking about.
Like more like streetwear clothes. You don't know about streetwear?
Going more into it. I mean, I need to know some details.
I mean, like, what do you want to know? You don't ask good questions.
I'm not supposed to ask a question. This is your topic you're bringing up. Like, what do you want to talk? You want to talk about fashion and streetwear? Then let's talk about it.
I mean, I don't know. You're putting me on.
This
the
is game
spot,
7
bro.
right now. I need you to lock in. I need you to hit that
can't,
3-pointer, Andrea.
Because you're not interesting. You're just like.
What? I didn't. I told you about the.
How about you bring up a topic?
The suction. I always bring up everything.
No, bring up a topic of your own, not a sports topic.
Like a real topic.
Yeah.
Well.
Because you can't talk fashion.
I was walking. I can't talk. I just told you about the suction cup, the Skechers 2.0, V3 50 upside down lollipop. Anyways. Uh-oh. What are you doing?
Nothing. Why? Go ahead.
She's very uninterested, guys. She's very uninterested. What are you doing on your phone?
Bro, I'm just trying to see if this package was sent.
What did you order?
Goddamn.
What did you order?
Coffee. I already told you. Bro,
Yo.
you're annoying. Seriously.
How
Hurry
am
up
I
with your
annoying?
fucking topic.
Bro, you be snapping like a snapping turtle. All right, let me bring up the topic.
I'm waiting.
Put your phone down. Let's be an adult here.
I'm waiting.
Let's act like an adult. She clearly does never done a podcast ever before. She doesn't know what to do.
I'm waiting.
Get to the mic. Get to the mic. Sit up. Put your phone over there.
Let's go.
Get your phone. Put it there and turn.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna flip out on live on the podcast.
Do it. I dare you.
Turn over. Turn around.
Don't, Jaden. What are you doing?
Turn.
Stop.
Turn.
That hurts.
I'm not gonna start the topic until you turn and face me. Like, have some respect.
My
Have some
ass is
respect.
hurting 'cause you're taking forever.
Have some respect for your host.
Hold on. I'm stretching my legs.
I was on a walk this morning with my favorite pet Luca, and
Leo's trying to go on my purse.
I was doing my workout, my 30-minute walk, 1.7 miles. The sun was out, birds were chirping, roosters were burping, and it was 60 degrees, no wind in sight, and I was just like, how can you be upset with life? How can you have a bad day? How can you be mad at, like, this is a beautiful world we live in, right? Okay, I'm not gonna do this, dude. I'm not gonna do this. You told me to bring up a topic. I'm bringing up a topic, and you're rolling your eyes. Your posture is bad. You look like you want to cry or like go to sleep. This is insane. I'm carrying this fucking podcast right now. By the way, this episode you haven't done anything. I'm not gonna bring up. I'm not gonna keep the story going if you're gonna disrespect me, Andrea.
How am I disrespecting? I'm not even saying
you
nothing,
talk
bro.
now.
I was just saying.
That's how podcast works. I talked and you talk.
Bro, this is like, you just ruined the whole podcast, bro. You just ruined the whole thing. For real.
So basically what I'm saying is...
Oh, baby. Fuck.
I can't even do this right now. I can't even do this right now, bro. Hey, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck?
If a woodchuck could chuck wood.
Yeah.
If a woodchuck...
We need to rebound this episode. Why are you giving me the side eye, bro? I'm clipping this shit and posting it. Also, once you take that Eagles shirt off, I'm throwing that shit in the trash.
Shut the fuck.
Because that's the reason we lost Super Bowl. That you had a fucking Eagles shirt in your closet this entire time.
Next time you take your Juice WRLD shirt off, I'm throwing it away. That's the reason he died. Because you're wearing it.
He already died. How the fuck?
He
already died.
I'm just making shit up.
It's your fucking ugly.
That's why it's fucking ugly, bro. Look at him. He looks like he has weird eyes. Because the shirt is like creased. And now it's just like... It looks like like that. Remember one eye up and one eye up.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. You gotta know about that.
Yeah,
you don't know nothing about fashion, bro. I'm trying to talk about like streetwear, like.
Okay, but you can't.
No more like Supreme. Like, it's not even like a brand I can give you. Like, it's just more like looks. Like.
All right, then bring it up. Talk about it.
AHS style. That's what it's called. It's like a 90s vibe, like baggy jorts.
Educate me.
I'm talking, bro.
All right.
Like baggy jorts, baggy pants. The best combo is like baggy pants or like baggy jorts with like a graphic tee, but it's like a little tighter. And then like it just looks cool, like the proportions. You know, the Timbs, like.
Sorry, I was just trying to make it. It was a bad joke. Bad joke. I was actually listening to you. You said baggy jort or tight baggy jorts with the tight graphic tee.
See, this is why we can't talk about none because you don't even like respect.
Would you agree with this? Is all fashion opinion based? So like, what's in might not actually be in. It's just what the popular kids are saying is in.
I guess so, yeah.
Or did you think that's
called a trend?
You said baggy jorts. That's always been in?
Mm-mm. Baggy is now in. Like, nobody's wearing skinny jeans anymore. No one's wearing, like, tight, like, skinny-ass joggers. Like, That's maybe for workouts and stuff like that. But like, I mean, for like a fashion event, like no one's gonna wear that.
You hear that?
Yeah, it's your fucking crickets.
Wow.
That's fucked up, bruh.
What was I gonna say? Who makes the trend?
I think it's just like
Who determines what's
it's a combination of influence from like influencers, like music artists, fashion artists, just famous people, right? Who wear these things, and then they're like, people see pictures and like, oh, I want to dress like this guy, or I want to dress like this girl, like, they have cool ass fits. But then like there's also like influence from the fashion world that comes from the high end fashion, like Balenciaga and like Dior, Louis Vuitton, Chanel.
But like
all
those like fashion shows, like
like
where they walk a long way. Like some of them times they have like weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're wearing a lampshade on their head and like fucking curtains on their pants. It's just like that's not in. That's not even fashion. That's just like wearing like crazy outfits, you know?
Yeah, that. I wouldn't say that it's not fashion. I just wouldn't say that that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking more about like you see their latest release, and like you could see a lot of the influence from like these cheaper brands like H&M, Zara, Urban Outfitters. Like they take inspiration from these high, like, what is it called, like high fashion brands like Balenciaga, Dior, and they replicate them, make them cheaper, and sell them cheaper to people who can't afford Balenciaga and shit. But like baggy sweats, baggy jorts, baggy pants.
But I feel like baggy and skinny, like they rotate like every 10 years.
Probably
every 5 to 10 years. Like it used to be skinny and then it was baggy and then skinny again, now it's baggy. Like it's always gonna rotate, you know?
Yeah. It will. I think
I've never liked, right now I don't like anything skinny.
Yeah.
It's uncomfortable. Like skinny jeans to me is like the most uncomfortable thing you could wear.
It looks tight. It looks.
Also, I have a fucking dump truck. You've seen it before. It's not good for skinny jeans.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm not a fan of the skinny jeans right now. I haven't worn skinny jeans in forever.
Whoa.
Everything is straight legged. Everything is.
But
I wouldn't say it's baggy, but it's just not. It's not tight either. It's more like a medium fit to me.
I think women, like, you would look better with skinny than baggy.
Yeah, I think that's all opinion based. I think everybody should like dress however they feel comfortable and confident in, and that comes out more. Like if you're wearing something that to impress somebody else, but you don't feel comfortable or confident in, it's gonna show. Yeah. Like if I told you, Jaden, you look better in skinny jeans, I feel like you should wear skinny jeans. You'd be like, bitch, don't tell me what to wear. Like I'm gonna wear whatever the fuck I want to wear.
First of all, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm never.
Well, you wouldn't say bitch, but you know what I mean.
What's worse, skinny jeans or skinny shorts?
They're skinny shorts.
Like,
I've never seen that on guys. I've seen it on girls. Like
that'd be crazy. Bro.
I wear them like the tight shorts, but like
undersized pant shorts, like jean shorts. I mean jorts, like skinny jorts.
I've never seen that.
They're all over the place. Gay guys wear them a lot.
I don't know any gay people.
I know
wear
one.
them.
You know one too.
That wear jorts, skinny jorts.
All right. I feel like I was trying to go somewhere with that, but what else is in? What else is in right now?
Graphic tees, vintage graphic.
That's
tees.
Always been in though, right?
Always been in. I think it's a staple. I think.
Staple.
Yeah, I think, and you have to choose the right ones. Like what I'm wearing and what you're wearing, they're nice. But they're not like the type that you would create a fit with. They're more like casual graphic tees. Like there's a difference between the vintage. The cloth of the shirt is just it's completely different. If you know, you know.
You're really getting to say that? Sorry.
I
think you could wear that with a nice fit.
I think maybe get away with it.
You have
But
to iron it, though.
what I'm trying to think of is just not this. It's not neither of these things.
Yeah. Well, I feel like is this still the case? At least when we were little, not little, like younger, like the shoe was like the staple of the fit. Like the shoe made the fit.
Shoes
Is
for
that
me.
still the case?
For me, shoes are always a big deal,
But
and I think that still is the case. Yeah, I think it's just evolved into different
even
types
though
of
like
shoes.
when you look at someone's fit, at least for me, I'm not looking at the shoe first. I'm looking from top to bottom. The shirt and then the pants or shorts. You're going straight to the shoe first. When you're like trying to judge an outfit, right? Like when I'm showing you a Jared McCain Instagram post, you're going straight to the shoes or what? Or are you just looking at everything overall?
Overall, how it meshes together.
But do you think a bad shoe can fuck up the fit?
Yeah. If you're wearing the wrong shoes, it'll fuck up the fit.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
now, what's in right now for shoes? Chunky. Big chunky shoes.
Chunky monkey.
Yeah, the chunkier the better. Like the chunky, like Adidas. What are they called? The Campus. The Vans. The chunky Vans. There's like some designer ones. Those are like on the more expensive. I've seen a few people wear them, but then you got like chunky or not chunky, but like boots, like Timberlands. Those are baggy. I actually want a pair of Timbs.
It's like something about like having a nice fit is not going to be the most comfy sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's hard to get comfortable and fashionable at the same time. That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
No one's wearing sweatpants, right? I mean, that's the most comfy outfit you could wear is like sweatpants and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
But like
you can like make it look a little bit better, but like if you're going to go out somewhere wearing sweatpants and a t-shirt, it's just not going to cut it.
Some people can make it work. Like J. Cole can make it work.
If J. Cole told me I'm taking you out to go eat Sakari sushi, dress nice, and I show up in a fucking dress with heels or whatever, all pretty and shit, and he shows up with some sweatpants and a t-shirt,
you're still going.
I'm still going.
Because he's paying.
Because it's J. Cole.
And it's J. Cole.
It's J motherfucking Cole.
Dude, he could take me to McDonald's. I'd still be happy, bro. He could take me to Quick Trip for some pizza or Casey's, dude. Yeah. I'm still going, dude. But, he's like my idol, bro.
Yeah.
I cried thinking about it.
Over the years, though, too, like what I've noticed is like accessories. Accessories, like, are so fucking important.
And I hate accessories too.
In a outfit, like you could have the most simplest outfit, like you could have a plain white tee, some jeans jorts, right, some sneakers. But if you have no hat, no chain, no watch, no bag, no glasses, nothing, you're gonna look so fucking basic and boring. But if you start adding, a bandana, and then you add a hat, and you add your fucking glasses, and a watch, a chain, some jewelry, some grills, like...
I noticed you're more into men's fashion than women's.
I like both. I mean, can women not wear hats, glasses, bandanas?
No, they're not wearing chains and shit, though. That's what I'm saying.
I wear necklaces.
Like a chain, though. Like a Cuban necklace.
Okay. That's not what I'm talking about, though. Like...
Oh, you're talking about any chain?
Overall, like, if you take it too serious, like, lock the fuck in, bro. Fuck. I know there's one chick, this one girl that I know.
Ooh.
On Instagram.
She got fashion?
She famous, though. You don't know her. And... she wears grills. She wears hella necklaces.
That's crazy, dude.
And she's fucking beautiful, too.
Why would a woman wear grills?
It's fucking fire.
No. You have to show me a picture. No, after the pod. We're almost done.
Why? Because then you're going to be like, oh, yeah, she is bad. Like.
What?
That's weird.
I would say that after the pod?
No. You said you have to show me a picture.
No, I just don't see the grills. Like, what kind of... are they like Duke Dennis grills, or are they like... different?
No.
What's her name?
Jada Bunny.
Jada Bunny.
They're tough.
That's like my name. Let me see. I see?
I'm trying to find a fucking picture, bro.
Dude, I don't know if you haven't had your midday nap. Have you not had your midday nap?
Well,
but,
I'm going.
dude, I'm just having a good time on the pod.
Like, look at her grills.
Not bad. Would you ever wear those?
Personally, probably not. I probably wouldn't rock it because my teeth are not that pretty.
What if you went to like a family event and like didn't tell your and you had grills? You're like you showed up. What do you think their reaction would be?
The hat is tough.
You're really into hats lately too, huh?
Yeah, actually, let me let me show y'all this hat.
You bought a hat?
It's tough. They're the new it's like this. I saw a friend wearing one, and I was like, I want one, so I got one. $20. So.
And you're not really a hat wearer, at least not here and like back at home.
I feel like when I went to Cancun, I bought this like crochet bucket hat, and
nice.
like now I'm in love with like hats now.
Because you realize that it fits your head pretty good.
It fit my head like perfect, and like it actually looked good on me.
And it blocked your scalp from getting even more burnt, dude.
I was getting so burnt. But anyways, like, I think it just depends on the type of hat. Number one, and number two, it's all about how you style it. Like, I noticed, like, for me personally, like, I'm not the type of girl that can just wake up and like throw something on and look good. Like, I have to actually put in the effort. Like, I had to take a shower, do my skincare routine.
I disagree.
Do my makeup, do my hair, and that's when I feel like the most like okay, I feel like the best of the best. Like if I just like shower, do like skincare, and then like get ready, like I still feel fine, but I don't feel like I'm not like I don't feel like a fashion icon. Like I don't feel like damn like this shit is but like fire right here, like you know.
No, that bucket hat in Cancun was fucking fire. We got a couple flicks too.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the Kai Cenat crochet hat.
Yeah,
if
I'm gonna have to get that too. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
But see, this is like when you bring up something that you like, and I learn like I like to learn about new shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't you like to learn shit that you don't know or no? Like you brought up all this fashion. I'm learning. I'm curious. You know, it's about being curious. This isn't like my podcast where I just talk about what I want to talk about, right? Mm. You can talk about anything, and I'll sit here and be a listener. What?
Nothing.
So, if you want to talk about fucking makeup routines, face care. We could talk about whatever you want.
Makeup routine.
We could talk about Mexican dishes that you want to cook in the future. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna title this episode. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Me and Andrea get into a heated argument, and
he hits me.
No.
Jaden hits me.
This was a good episode, though.
Jaden smacks the shit out of my leg.
I'm daily trying to become like have more.
You left the mark. Look.
Don't even joke about that, bro.
You did right there. You don't see it.
That was Luca. Anyways, anything else you want to say?
No.
You want to appreciate the fans or anything? Peace, like you never say thanks to the fan. Like hit the like button, the sub button.
Don't hit the like button. Don't hit the sub button. Fuck Jaden. I'm saying now. Nah, hit the like, hit the sub. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for continuing to watch our videos, even though we argue like every single fucking video.
You don't argue, first of all.
He's just he's the most argumentative guy that I've ever met. Like, and there's so much men in my life. He's the one that argues the most.
That actually hurts my feelings.
See? Look at him. He's going there. There he goes again. That hurts my feelings. Why would you say that?
I think the thing about me and Andrea is like we'll argue or not even argue, bicker, and then we'll laugh about something the next second. It's like, yeah, we don't need to get into it. And I just realized
after this, we're about to go to the couch and we're gonna be like, why did we do all that? And then we're gonna cuddle and watch a fucking game.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a new episode.
I think I appreciate everyone. Yes, there is. Can I do my outro now?
No. Yeah.
I was actually telling a story about my walk this morning, and you just completely cut it off and interrupted. And like,
Oh my god.
what? What happened?
That was cold.
Oh my god.
Oh my lord.
Dude, look at my arm right now.
My arm. Your arm. My arm.
Yeah, I appreciate everyone, guys. We'll be back next week. Appreciate it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. We're gonna go finish arguing. Peace.